Hello, hello. Howdy, howdy, howdy. As I'm thinking, do I have everything I need in here? I don't know. Give me a second. Let me make sure I brought what I thought I brought in here. Good, 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 good. I wasn't sure I brought the small ones in here. And I did. So we are good. We are good. Now, the decision at hand is, where do we start? Where do we start at, right? So many things we can do. Hello, Miss Patty. You're the first one here. So many ideas that you could do with Chalk Couture. I mean, it is totally, you hear me tell you, endless what you can do. Okay, so we'll just see how many projects we can knock out here. I'm overflowing with things that we can do depending on our time restraints. So we're going to do a little chalk and a little bit inking, because remember what I said last week is I said that last week we concentrated on Chalk Couture surfaces as well as transfers. So tonight we're going to be concentrating still on our transfers, but we're going to be looking at different surfaces that we can find anywhere. You may have it already in your house. Maybe something you want to repurpose. Maybe you go to the store and you see stuff on a clearance section. I mean, we're crafters, right? That's what we do. So those that are joining me, my name is Becky Renato Carmus. I'm a designer of Chalk Couture. You have found me either on my Facebook business page or perhaps my YouTube channel, Crafts by Becky and the number 2. So tonight is all about gift giving ideas. So what we're going to start with, I'm going to hopefully give you a couple of twists. You're like, I had no idea I could chalk on that. Because really, you can chalk on anything. What you're going to find is our minis are priceless. They're priceless. Remember the other day I was playing with my minis and I only had 6 of them, and I'm like, I have no idea where the rest of them are. Look, I found some we haven't even used. And then there's more. There's a couple more that we haven't used that came, because these minis come 12 to a sheet. These are the ones that we have used before, because you can see that they're all stained. So we're going to be playing around with the minis, but we've got tons of minis. Those are Christmas minis. These are beautifully rare minis. These are awesome. And then we have some school minis, and these are awesome. We're going to be kind of incorporating some of those today. So we're going to start off, I think, with some Christmas minis. And you know what we're going to put it on first? A candle. This is a wax candle I picked up for $1. Okay, big spender. Y'all know me. I'm a big spender. Big old $1 for a candle. So let me show you what we're going to do with it. Let's bring you down. I think we're going to use one of these cute little guys. I saw this one right here that had the cute little candle on it. How appropriate would that be, right? How appropriate. So when you pop on, tell me, hey, let me know you're here. I like to know who's here, who's stopping by. So we're going to do this one right here. And you guys tell me if the lighting is not real good, because it looks like I've got a lot of shadows. And I've got like 4 lights on. 4 lights right here. So how in the world can I have so many shadows? Let's bring you down a little bit more and see if that fixes that. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to fuzz. These are adhesive back transfers. They are reusable. They're sticky. And they can go pretty much on anything. So we're going to stick it. Find the best part of your white on your candle. Kind of look around and see what part of him looks the prettiest. And then just put your transfer on it. Now for candles, I normally use chalk. And really, if you kind of scrape at it with your fingernails very lightly, you can kind of remove it. Let's just say you want to reuse your candle and Christmas is gone. You can just kind of scrape it off a little bit. You know, eventually you're going to use your candle if you use candles anymore, which I really don't anymore, but there you go. You're going to, you know, eventually just wax through that and it's going to go away. So I've just got my transfer on my candle. Who thought you could wax a candle? Who thought you could chalk a candle? We're not waxing a candle, are we? Let's use black. Gonna dry my squeegees because you know what? I just cleaned them. Tonight is Wednesday. I just cleaned them. Well, I had a party, so I was thinking if I still had them dirty from Sunday night, but no, I had a Facebook party. And you're just going to spread it across here just like you are doing any other project on a candle. Now this one happens to be a wax candle because you know there's some candles now that's got some texture to it. That you're not going to want. You're not going to want candles that's got texture. You're going to want candles that's got like a slickness to them. You want them smooth, in other words. Okay. All covered. Peel and reveal. And I didn't turn off my ringer on my phone, so I hope nobody calls us. Look at there. Something this simple can brighten up, you know, your home decor. It also is something simple that you could put like in a little gift basket. If you're making somebody a little gift basket, you're personalizing it, you know, a little dollar candle with a little bit of some jazzness on it. So there you go. Project number 1, a candle. Project number 2. This one is something I also picked up for a whole $1. It came unfinished. So it comes like this. I just put some candy apple red with just a disinfectant wipe, and I just painted it just with a disinfectant wipe. Just took my red out of the paste jar and just put it on there, and there you go. Now, depending on how dark you want it, you might want to come back with a second coat. I'm pretty happy with that. I tried to get most of it. I didn't worry about the inside because, you know, you're going to end up with pencils and all kind of stuff up here, but we're going to jazz this up for like a teacher gift. It's going to be a teacher gift. So we can go to our little minis here, right? Our school minis. Look what we've got. There is a best teacher ever right there. We've got back to school. We've got so much school greatness. We're going to use best teacher ever. We're going to put it on our cute little apple that we got for a whole $1. We're going to fuzz. What do you think? Should we do this? You love that idea? Should we do this in black or should we do this in white? Black or white? And I think I'm going to move really quick and I'm going to pop over to the other side and try to do it at the same time. So as long as you move fast, then you can do it really fast. So what do you think? Black or white? And you know what teachers are going to do, right? They're going to put it on their desk and they're going to put all kind of pencils and stuff in here. And you're not, if that bothered you, you can always paint it. I was painting this like in about 15 minutes, giving it enough time to dry before I came live. No joke. This thing had like 45 minutes to dry. You've seen those, but you didn't know what to do with them. Ha ha, girl, I gave you an idea. Very inexpensive gift for teachers. Okay. Patty said black. We're going to do black. I didn't see anybody else throw any colors up. Happen to have black right here from our candle, so all is good. So this is why I tell you guys when you're out in the store, you know, always hit that clearance section, see what's on sale. Even like if you're at a department store and they may have like some art that's messed up, maybe the prints, whatever, you know, think about it. You're like, how can I repurpose that? I don't need that ugly print. I can paint over it. And then once I paint over it, I can put some Chalk Couture on top of it. Look at there. Best teacher ever. So I'm going to go ahead and move it over here to the back just because, you know, you want her to be able to see he, or the best teacher ever from both sides. But you could use a different transfer and put something else back here on the back if you wanted to. Because you have a whole sheet of Christmas minis. They come 12 to a sheet. Like I told you, these minis are priceless. I actually have a customer that has every sheet of minis that has been made this last year. They can go on anything. So when you do this like I'm doing now, just make sure that you move really fast. Otherwise, you're going to need to clean that transfer and then reuse it. Okay, there we go. I've got 2 little hash marks on here. I've already used this thing 2 times, and now we just added 2 more times to it. So we've used this transfer 4 times so far. I've been trying to keep track because remember I tell you how many times you can use these guys. I've been trying to actually keep a little tally. So there we go. Best teacher ever. Now, you know, if you had some more little cuteness on here, you could add some more cuteness to try to jazz it up a little bit more if you wanted to. I mean, we've got these little guys here. You could try to go back around some of this and put some of these on here if you wanted to kind of jazz it up a little bit more. We're not going to jazz it up because we're knocking out a lot of presents. So there you go. We've got project number 2 done. 2 projects, candle and then that. So let's see what else we've got here. Okay, we've got a cute little shadow box. This is a 5x7 shadow box. You can buy them individually. You can buy them like in a bulk. I think they come in a pack of like 4 or 5 all together. Now they come with like a canvas back, and that was super cute. You could pin some pictures on here. You could put a saying on the front of it, and then you could put some pictures on it if you wanted to do it that way. For what I wanted to do, I needed a different color than that, like almost white, off-white color. So I just cut a piece of red scrapbook paper out, and I glued it to that backing. So that's just a piece of scrapbook paper glued to the back. And now we're going to jazz it up with a saying. So we're going to do this little Christmas saying. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just do the Be Merry and Bright. I don't really want all the embellishments on here. Now this is going to go on glass. So when you're doing it on glass, you need a fuzz, especially if you've got a brand new transfer, you want to fuzz that thing really good. Hello, Miss Kayla. So for glass, I would fuzz 3 to 4 times because that's really slick. You want to make sure it's clean. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to put some alcohol on it to get you a nice clean surface before you put this on. Glass is just like a chalkboard, guys. So when the season's over, you can just take it off with water and then you can reuse your shadow box. So a shadow box is a great way to change out your decor. Pretty easy. Pretty easily. Because remember, all I'm going to want is the Be Merry and Bright. And I think for this one, we're going to keep our, we're going to keep black because my back is red. So I can't use red because the back is red. So we're going to use black. So black for this one as well. Black is our color. And I'm just going to do the Be Merry and Bright. Now you could have left the white, the canvas back if you wanted it that way, but I'm going to show you a little something we're going to do, and then that's the reason I wanted a different color there, so this would pop. I'm going to let it pop a little bit. So once again, you get that one cute little transfer that you're going to recreate. You can get you that 4 or 5 pack of these box frames, shadow boxes. I think they're called shadow boxes. I got these at a craft store. You ready? Peel and reveal time. Take your time on glass. If it's super sticky, kind of work it off. You don't want to stretch that transfer. Get up there. Okay, and this is what we've got just like this. So this is our little shadow box. We've got Be Merry and Bright. That's cute, right? You like it? But like I said, we're going to jazz it up. We're jazzing it up. Okay, I've got a little bit of indentions here, so I should be safe turning it over. If you're not safe, then just throw a blow dryer on it and clean it, dry it off a little bit. Okay, we're going to take that. Okay, there's my scrapbook paper that I glued. So it wasn't perfect, but you couldn't really tell that, right? And now we're going to throw a little snow in here. So you could do a little snow. You could do those little styrofoam. I had some styrofoam ones, but last time I used those little styrofoam snow, they went everywhere. So this is just called flurries. I have no clue where I got this from. Oh, it's up here at the top, but I'm not telling you where I got it from because I'm not supposed to tell you. But there you go. So our little snow. And we're not going to put the whole thing. We're just going to put enough down here to kind of make You know, the little snow globes, when you shake them up, what happens? We're going to create that. That should be enough. Okay, let's put our little shadow box back together. Love shadow boxes. There's so much. Like I said, you could pin some pictures on the inside of that. You could get like some little miniature ornaments. If you had like a 8x10 one, we've done like an 8x10 or a 10x10. I think we done that last year. I had some little ornament balls I put in one. You could actually make a little scenery. I've seen some designers actually get the bigger ones, and then they've been putting like the deer in there, our little deer cutouts. This top doesn't want to go down. I spent all my time trying to put this thing back together. So we're at 15 minutes, and this is project number 3. What do you think? What do you think? You know, if you had some little balls, you could throw some balls in there. You could throw more snow in there. You could do the snow halfway up. But I think you get the concept. So now, you know, you're making a little fun gift with some little snow in there. Okay, project number 2. Well, that's project number 3, my bad. Project number 3. Okay, here we go. Here's a little frame. I think Patty said she saw this little guy. You probably saw this little guy too, because I got him at the same place. This one's unfinished. So this one I didn't paint. You could paint it if you wanted to. I actually didn't have time to paint it. That's the reason it's not painted. But it's fine. Unfinished is beautiful anyway. I just saw this and it was so cute, and I'm like, oh, this would make such a cute gift. Put a cute little a picture, you know, picture of the kiddos, picture of the little family Christmas, whatever. And then I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put on there, because there's just so many things you really could put on here, whatever speaks to you. I happen to have this transfer in here from the other day when we were creating with it. This guy right here. The joy to you and me. Granted, we're going to have to play with it to make it fit, but joy to you and me, and then, you know, you have you and me right there, a picture of, and voila. Voila. Hello, Miss Emily. So that's what I'm going to use there. But you could use pretty much anything. Now this is probably like a 5x7 size, give or take this area. But like this came off of a 10x12. But if you remember, there are 3 cut aparts. So I'm going to have to kind of play around with it to get it to fit. But we're gonna make it work. Now I'm not going to get all the tea to work. But I don't need all that tea. I just need enough of it for us to figure out what it says. So let's fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Now wood surfaces are one-time surfaces. It is recommended that you wax all wood surfaces. I'm being very bad and daring here lately with not waxing. That just means that if I was to have an oops moment, that, you know, oh well, probably not going to be able to salvage it. Let's make sure I'm going to be able to get you and me in there. Okay. Looks like we might want to fuzz it again. And I'm going to take my backing paper and just kind of stick it right here just to protect it from everything else I've got right there. So I've got a little bit of the tea coming off, but that's okay. So you got your decorations up? That's what we are planning to do right after Thanksgiving. I think I've already told you guys that my husband took the whole week after Thanksgiving off so he could decorate. If I didn't tell you, my husband took the whole week after Thanksgiving off to decorate. I told you the man likes to decorate, right? I told you. The man likes to decorate. Better him than me, though. You got most of your yard done? Oh, you go, girl. Emily grabbed that season's best, and boy, she grabbed it that day, and she had that thing done within the hour, I think. It looked gorgeous. I still haven't done mine yet. I'm going to have to wait and do it with you guys. And I knew I told you we were going to do these gift-giving things, so I couldn't do it yet. Couldn't do it yet because I told you we were doing gift-giving. So gift-giving ideas. Okay, we probably might need to blow dry that. Might need to turn the blow dryer on. Just because I'm going to be doing a little bit of layering down here for this next part. I don't want to pull up, or maybe I should worry about this part getting on my frame on this other side. So now we're going to figure out the you and me. Where we're going to put that at. Where is it going to fit at? Is it straight? I don't want any of my black getting on my wood. So I'm just using my backer sheet to kind of use as a protector here. So I kind of stuck it right there where it's black. Because heaven knows I don't want to get on that wood. And then we'll have to figure out if we're going to use these little hollies or if we're just going to leave it off. Probably going to leave it off because we got more stuff to do. So let's see. Guys, Thanksgiving's next week. How are you guys liking the Black Friday sales? We've got our size B transfers that is 8.5 by 11s, like an 8 by 10 size, give or take, that are on sale this week. We have a mystery bundle. You get a bundle of 10 transfers in that mystery bundle. That thing, I think that thing's like 67% off. So if you haven't looked over there at that Black Friday sale, jump over on my online store, chalkcouture.com/craftsbybecky, chalkcouture.com/craftsbybecky and the number 2, and then click on shop and then specials. It's going to get you to all those Black Friday deals. So those sales, I don't know if you've noticed that or not. They start on Monday and they go to Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. And then that next Monday, they drop a new sale. That's how that's been going down. So what do you think? Joy to you and me. Got this little thing here on the back, I guess, that holds this little frame up some way. Gonna put your picture in it and voila. And like I said, I may come back and put the little hollies in there. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, there's that project. Which project is your favorite so far? Do you have a favorite? I'm going to close up this black chalk because I think we're ready to jump over and let's do a little bit of inking. Which one so far has been your favorite? We've done a candle. We've done a teacher's apple. We've done the little snow in the shadow box. And then we've done our picture frame. And now we're going to do some inking. Okay, so here is just an oven mitt. Hopefully it doesn't have, what is that on there? It's got something on it. It better be chalk. Okay, looks like I have an oven mitt. Unless I can find something to put on there down there. Okay, so anyway, this is a little oven mitt. It's got a little pocket in here. Have no clue where I picked this up at. Somewhere. Okay, so for this, you're going to want to use some ink. By the time I'd run into the living room and grab another one, since I have more of these. And I know Miss Emily liked the Baker's Gonna Bake. Baker's Gonna Bake. The snow globe idea is your favorite. I wonder if I can incorporate those down there. Trying to figure out if I can eventually, I think we'll keep it like this, but I may come back and put these little guys down here as well to kind of cover up whatever that was down there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it up here. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come down here to these little measuring cups, measuring spoons. I'm going to put them down there where that black is. That's how you fix that. So let's bring it up high so it won't look crazy when I do that. So anything that you're going to wash, or you're going to have to wash to use it, you're going to want to use to do ink. Now, if you notice, I did not fuzz this, because anytime I'm using fabric, I'm not going to fuzz, because I want this thing as sticky as I can get it. Of course, it's probably a little damp down there. So you want to make sure it's really, really on there good. See if I've got a ink mat. Ink mats are the bomb with fabric, because that's going to keep your fabric from moving. So this is just a piece of an ink mat I've cut up. Stick that in there, and that keeps your fabric from moving so much on you. Okay. I think we're going to have to do this one in white. Maybe we'll do these in black, since that's black. So we're going to do this in black, but we'll do this in white. Just because I'm trying to salvage that bottom. So when I do ink, I kind of hold on to my transfer just to make sure, because it is fabric. I want to make sure that it's not going to move on me. And then I like to go in one direction. I either go up to down or down to up, but I go in one direction. I don't go back and forth, and I don't go sideways, because that's going to be more apt for this ink to creep underneath these letters and kind of do some bleed through. Of course, ink is also, it's semi-permanent until you heat set it. So once you use ink, you're going to let it dry. I let mine dry overnight. And then, let's see, this has got that plastic on the back end of it, so you're not really going to be able to iron it. So I would probably, for this, if it's not, if you can iron it, you need to iron it. You need to put your iron on medium. Where's my black? Put your iron on medium, and then you're going to put a layer of parchment paper down, and then you're going to iron it for 4 minutes in a circular motion. And then if it's like a t-shirt, you're going to turn it inside out, and then you're going to ink the back side of it. You're not going to ink the back side of it. You're going to iron the back side of it for 4 minutes again in a circular motion. And then it, okay, so I changed that out because I want this black, because I'm going to eventually, when this dry, I'm going to move this down here and try to cover up whatever that was down there that didn't come out. That's my end goal. So we've got Baker's Gonna Bake. Like I said, we found something on the bottom of this that wouldn't come off. Once it dries, I'm going to take these little guys, put them down here, and make some more of those. And that's how you're going to hide it. You're going to hide it. Okay, there is an ink project. So you're going to let that dry overnight. And then since this has got this, you're not going to be able to iron it. So I would just hit at it with a blow dryer really, really, really good to dry it. Okay, next project we're going to do is a coffee cup. These are awesome for presents for the holidays. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Let's see what we're going to put on our... You can put anything on this coffee cup. I mean, look at all this incredible Christmas stuff we've got. Jingle All the Way. Happy Holidays. I kind of like that, Happy Holidays. I was going to do the Boss one. We've got the Boss one. Let me show you the Boss one, because that one would be great for you to give to your boss. We've got Like a Boss. Great. Heck Yes. Eat, Sleep, Hustle. I use that one a lot. Why Hello and Look Coffee First would be super cute on a coffee cup, right? So this one is called Beautifully Rare. It's got some cuteness on that. I use those all the time. But I think I want to use this Happy Holidays. It's going to restrict this coffee cup to the holidays. But once again, we're back to our little minis. Now this is a coffee cup, so it's a smooth texture. It's a lot like that picture frame that we done earlier, like the mirror. So you're going to want to fuzz it really good. Fuzz it about 3-4 times. And then figure out which side you're going to put it on the coffee cup. Do you like your people, you like to read it while you're drinking, or you like for everybody else to read it? I like for everybody else to read it, not me. But you know, you could flip it and do it front and back. You could do it on this side and then do it on, so that the person that's looking at it can see it, and the person that's drinking it can see it. So this is a very inexpensive way to knock out some Christmas presents right here, because you can pick these things up for $1. You can accessorize them however you want to, customize them, and then you can put coffee, little K-cups, you could put hot cocoa, you could put candy. If you're a direct seller, you can put whatever your direct selling product might be. So many ways that you can knock out some presents with this. Okay, figure out your placement. I'm not liking that placement. It's too close to the handle. So for this one's going to be bakeware. You're going to let it dry overnight, just like we did with the pot holder. With t-shirts, anything that you're inking, you're going to let it dry overnight. And then if it's bakeware, I do multiples when I do coffee cups. I'm going to put my oven on 350. I'm going to let it come up to temperature. I'm going to put all my coffee cups on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Turn the oven off, let it come to room temperature, and then these bad boys are heat set. You can wash them, you can put them in the dishwasher, all that funness. All that funness. Okay, we're going to do black. Gotta make sure I've got my ink and not my chalk, since I've been playing in both. Same thing, gonna go in one direction, top to bottom, bottom to top. You want to make sure it's down really good. A tip, when you're picking out your coffee cups, try to get something about the same size in dimensions going up. It's gonna make your life easier. If you start getting those coffee cups that's got a funky shape where they're skinnier at the bottom and fatter on the top, sometimes these transfers give you a little bit of a hassle. So try to find the coffee cups that are kind of like the same size. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. When you're dealing with ink, you want to make sure you clean these transfers relatively fast. I can't leave them in here in the craft room for days, because I would end up with ink stuck in my silk screen. I think he could have been up a little higher, right? He could have been a little higher up. But there you go. Maybe that just gives me rooms to come back and give me maybe some candy or something up at the top. Maybe throw some candy. There's candy there. Or I can get these little bells and put some bells up there. Maybe I'll do some bells. So happy holidays. You're going to let that dry overnight. You're going to put it in the oven. Now, like I said, you can here's just like a little bag of candy and a cellophane. You know, voila. That's how you dress up a little coffee cup. You can add a little tag to it like I did here. So I've got a little holiday calories don't count on a little tag. Of course, that's the Chalk Couture surface here, but just to kind of give you an idea of how you can accessorize. So there's a little coffee cup. Let's see, what coffee cup did I bring him out of? Brought him out of this little guy. So this was another coffee cup I've done. And I had this in here with the candy, and then I had this little tag on it. So that's like another little coffee cup idea for you. But like I said, you can put hot cocoa, you can put K-cups. There's so many things you can put in there. And then here is another little coffee cup that I did with the vintage farmhouse transfer. I'd have to look it up. I forgot the name of this one, but I love that farmhouse vibe anyway. So this is my coffee cup I have here for the house. Okay, so that's the coffee cup. It is now 35 minutes. 35 minutes into our show. Oh, one thing I was going to show you and I didn't. The little pot holder. Remember, it's got a little pocket up here. Once it dries, you throw a blow dryer at it to kind of heat set it as well as you can. You're going to throw goodies in here. You can throw, this one happens to be some hot chocolate, a little bag of coffee, and then I had a candy cane. Let's see. So you're going to pop that in there. And I'll have no clue where my candy cane went. I had a little candy cane that sits up here in the top. And you know, you made a cute little gift like that. So that's with a little pot holder. But a lot of people sometimes get the little spatula. So a little spatula's in there. Anyway, so I wanted to show you that. I saw my coffee and my hot cocoa over there. And I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so we've done that. Let's see. I think we're going to do one more. One more. We're bouncing. This is just a picture frame. This is a picture frame. And I think I actually painted. I spray painted the glass with chalkboard paint. Yeah, this is chalkboard paint that I spray painted it. That's what I've done to this picture frame. And let's see what we're going to use. What we're going to use on this bad boy. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Okay, this is one of the transfers, I think, which had retired and it's back. This one's part of the special that's currently on the specials page for this week. No place like home for the holidays. Okay, so anytime you're using glass, so this is a glass and it's been painted. I'm almost tempted to wax it just because I probably need to. We're going to try it without wax. Hopefully it doesn't come back and bite me in the butt. If it bites me in the butt, then I'm going to tell you to wax them. Would be cute to do sets with a towel. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it would be. Do a little hand towel and do a little pot. Are you talking about like a coffee cup too? And like maybe put all that in a cute little basket or a burlap bag? Super, super cute. Okay, so I'm going to fuzz this 3 to 4 times. This is an old frame I've had in here for a while. It's time for me to get rid of some of these surfaces I've got back here in the craft room. Let's see how this thing hangs. Doesn't have a thing on the back of it anymore. Looks like that's broke. So he's going to have to go with an easel or I'm going to have to put them in a new frame. Okay, so we're going to go back to chalk on this one. So this is going back to the time I tell you to always think about ways to repurpose things. Like when people are getting rid of like picture frames and wall art for dirt cheap. This is a great way to repurpose them and make them into some decor. I have got, I don't know how many frames I picked up from people getting rid of like wall art when they don't like it anymore. You know, back in the day when you actually went and bought a lot of wall art, of course I know better now. Now it's just easier for me to just customize my own piece. And then when I'm ready, I just remove it, you know, do chalk, remove it, and then I can redo it and do something else. It makes it so much easier to change out your decor. And when they get rid of all those pictures they don't want anymore, you know, you just spray paint it. Paint it. You got you a nice neutral surface, or you know, you could probably just, you know, put like some canvas over it, and then you could canvas that bad boy. Okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to peel this back because my paste is a little dry. I don't want it to dry in there, so take your time because this is like a glass surface. Glass is normally super duper sticky, and you don't want to stretch or transfer. And I'm grabbing it from both sides. Can you see I'm grabbing it from both sides? Even tension. Okay, let's go on to this next part. Let's make sure this part's still down. This is such a cute Christmas saying here. And we need as a sprinkle word for tonight. Every time I come live, I give you guys a sprinkle word. If you would be gracious enough to hit that little S-H-A-R-E button and sprinkle away. Come back and put hashtag my sprinkle word in the comments, and then you'll be entered into my weekly little game. You can sprinkle once per day. My new game starts today. You can come back and sprinkle each day. On this video, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. That'll give you an extra entry. Then on Sunday, I'll be live again. 8 o'clock p.m. Give you another sprinkle word, and then you can sprinkle both this one and that one as well. For more entries, my game ends on Tuesday, 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. That's my little game. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see what all we did here? I know I went over my 30-minute time frame, but you know, when you're creating lots of gifts, sometimes that happens. And there we go. There's no place like home for the holidays. If you like this transfer, I would definitely grab it because this is while supplies last during our Black Friday sale. Sunday, 11:59 p.m. This one's going to go away again because it was previously retired. So grab it, grab it, grab it. Okay, let's do a little recap. We've done this little guy. He was just on a picture frame. And this is a piece of glass that I painted with chalkboard paint. I do recommend probably waxing it just because you're going to be more apt to stretch or transfer and some of that paint can come up. Probably would be a better idea to spray paint it on the inside of the glass so that you're actually doing your design on the glass itself, not on the paint. So tip, spray paint the back side of the glass if you're going to do this trick, and then just chalk the front so you don't have to worry about that paint coming off because it's on the other side. Makes sense? Okay, so that's what that one is. Got a cute little frame here that you can put some good stuff on it and then put a picture in it. We've done this cute little teacher gift. This is with our little minis. Now you can jazz that up a little bit more with more stuff if you want it, or you can just accessorize it. Maybe put a little bag of candy in here like we did the coffee cups just to give to that best teacher in your life. See, we done a cute little candle, just a regular candle, and then we used wax. We done a little shadow box. Come on. With some little snow in there. So that's a little shadow box. We done our little oven mitt. And then you can put some goodies up here in this little, make sure it's got a little slit on here so you can put some goodies in there for gift giving. We done a coffee cup. Is that it? Did we do anything else? I think that's it. Let me show you a couple of other projects I've got sitting here. This is a cute little canvas bag. But you can do, you can do this with either chalk or ink. I actually inked this one so that if you ink it, then you'll be able to wash it and reuse it. And then you can put like some little Christmas presents in here and put it by the tree. Super cute. So you could do a little hat. This is more, these are the minis again up here. I've done this with ink. Eat, Sleep, and Hustle. So that's the little hat. Of course, you can do t-shirts. You can do the tea towels, the pillowcases. I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff that you can do. Okay, guys. Hopefully, I gave you lots and lots of ideas. Don't forget to hit that little button and sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. You need a sprinkle word. I didn't give you a sprinkle word. We talked about sprinkling and I didn't give you a sprinkle word. Okay, our sprinkle word is gift ideas. Gift ideas. Sprinkle, sprinkle, come back and put hashtag gift ideas for an entry into my weekly game. And then you can sprinkle every day until Tuesday at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. If you have any questions on anything, drop those below in the comments if I can help you with any shopping needs, any ideas, maybe some kits. I do have some kits that I have that I can put together or already have that come from Chalk already together. I've got both my kits and Chalk kits here in stock. So get with me if you need some ideas so I can get it in the mail to you. Patty, I know I need to get your stuff together and get your invoice so I can get your stuff to you in the mail. And you guys have a fantastic night, and I'll talk to you guys later.